The day I found out about my father, my mother came into my room and she's like, "Your dad got arrested." We ran over to the police detention to find out how much the bail was gonna be. They're like, "Well, he's not gonna be leaving because he has a deportation hold."
Armando was out late one night at a restaurant when a fight broke out, and they arrested a number of people, including him. He was mistakenly arrested and totally cleared and exonerated of the charges. But while he was in jail, ICE took him into detention.
I was just angry because it's not fair, you know. It's not fair they could just do that, but apparently they can.
Armando is the custodian of the synagogue. He's a member of our staff, but he's really a member of our community. Armando's worked for us for about 20 years. He's a very sweet, gentle, unassuming guy, one of the kindest people.
It just didn't feel real. Like, I just couldn't believe the fact that my dad was gonna start going through this process, you know, like things you see on TV. It was like, wow, they just, you know, they're taking my dad away.
When we heard that Armando was brought into ICE detention, the community scrambled. We hired an attorney, we raised money, we wrote letters attesting to his character. We filed for a motion for a stay of deportation to prevent him from being deported. So these are the dozens of letters that people sent, just unbelievably moving, talking about the relationship with Armando. Someone writes, "Armando has become a valuable member of our community and of our country. He poses no danger to our country, in fact, quite the opposite. His work ethic and commitment to family and community serve as a model to those fortunate enough to know him. He has a family and a community that need him."
My mother called me. She received a phone call from another inmate in there. He told her that that my dad was taken away. You know, we talked to him the night before, and the next day he's already in Tijuana. It was so quick. My dad described to me, he's like, "Well, I wanted to let you know this is what they did to me. They made me sign papers. They treated us wrong." He also told me that they were making threats to them. "When we release you guys back to Mexico, you guys gonna get kidnapped, killed, or you guys aren't gonna survive here at night." My dad had like no money, no ID, nothing. One of the person he was getting deported with actually had his phone on him. So he let my dad use his phone. We had an hour-long conversation. He told me I was his champion. I'm his first son. You know, in Spanish, he's like, "Eres mi campeón." That's a word. That's something I will never forget. He told me, "You gotta start providing for your mom, your brother," and I said, "Yeah, Dad. I'll do whatever I can on this side of the border, but on your side, I'm still not gonna give up."
I'm just mixed with emotions right now. A lot of emotions.
I'm gonna be flying down to Mexico to support my father and walk him to the border to get the asylum case going. And I just can't wait to support him so that way he doesn't feel scared, lonely, or just lost. I have a lot of faith. I've had faith since the beginning of the whole process that my dad will be back with us because he deserves to be here. He doesn't deserve to be in Mexico.
This train is going to JFK.
That's not his country anymore. His country is America.
When we arrived in San Diego, it felt like we were on a sacred mission to right a wrong that had been done, to reunite a family. We just want to do right by your dad and right by you guys.
Yeah.
You know, you deserve to be with your dad, and he deserves to be with you, and that's really important to us. So we'll head out a bit to Tijuana, and we'll see your dad soon.
Cannot wait to see my dad again. Let's go see my dad, and let's get him back home.
So I saw the border of our country in a very different way for the first time. It's, I think for many of us, just something we cross when we want to go visit another place for vacation. But for some people, it clearly is a boundary line that is separating them from people they love, preventing them from reaching their dreams.
When I see my son, I feeling good because it's my little baby. It's my son. He's my friend. He's my everything. I need my family. I need my family, my son, my little son, my wife. Every day I cry in the morning. It's not my life right now. My life is in New York. I lived 30 years there. I will try to pass to America because it's my chance to see my family.
I don't pretend the immigration issue is a simple one. How do you maintain a sense of border security, but also recognize that being born here doesn't give us any moral legitimacy to be here, that we really haven't done anything to earn, in a sense, this citizenship that would put us in a position to pass judgment on the motivations and intentions and worthiness of other human beings.
All right, so we're going to walk with you the whole way.
Okay.
Until they take you in. And then we'll be in touch hopefully when we're on the other side, and we'll be thinking about you the whole way through. Okay?
All right.
Thank you very much.
I think one of our responsibilities as Americans is not just to follow the law and exercise our rights, but represent higher ideals, that we care for people. We recognize suffering when it happens. We take kindness very seriously. We're not required to do any of those things. That's a part of our culture. And in that moment when we were walking Armando to the border, we were representing the higher ideals of our country.
Getting him back to us so my mom and my brother can see him again. That's my goal. That's what I want. I want the happiness for my brother and my mother and my father, for them to all be together again, because he deserves to be here with us. He's a good man.